This is my first video of 2022. I know I've been tardy recently, but I'm sick. I'm in a lot of pain. Not sick laying down, but I have a lot of pain over my body, and I really can't do much, even my fingers. Anyway, I want to show you these containers that I got this year. It comes as a kit, right? See? This is an old kit right here. It's a whole thing. The soil is in these already. Let's zoom out. Okay, anyway. Well, no, it's not. Oh, it's zooming closer. Well, anyway, you can see that. But anyway, I have them in this plastic thing here, and it holds 6 of them. This was bought separately, but these come together. How much did I buy? I think it's 20 in a pack. I'll put a link below. And this part here, it has holes, some little holes. You might not be able to see them. But when you want to let your in, say you want to, it's cold, or you want to, before the seeds start growing, I close them. Sorry, I close them before the seeds start growing, and then open them when you want some, air to get into it. And it's transparent, so you can see when your seedlings start growing. And this is also transparent, so you can just lift it out of here and see, and look at the roots, and see. And this has a hole, but the bottom of this has no hole. So that's a kit that comes together, and they come with all of this stuff. So bought them on Amazon. I'll put a link below. I kind of like these. I bought some like this before, and you just cover it and let them stay there for your seedlings to start grow. One thing I mentioned, when you're putting in your soil. See, I'm gonna take out some of this stuff. But when you're putting in your soil, make sure when you put the soil in first, to squeeze, to give it a squeeze and so they're tight. Because once you start watering them, it tends to go low. The soil go right down, and even some of these still look like they need some soil. So that's one thing I'll say. And watch your seeds start growing. And this year I plan to sell plants. So I'm gonna focus on selling plants this year. So I'm gonna plant, I have 20 of these, and each of them has 12 sections. So I'm gonna plant all of this here and start them inside the house. When you start them, please don't put them in the cold. Too many people don't realize that you can't put seeds outside in the cold. They won't grow. Seed needs warmth. Seed, especially pepper seeds, need warmth, okay? So this is what I'm showing. So I planted the seeds, and they took about 12 days or so. Anyway, some of the seeds came out. Some of them start growing before some. That is, you'll see one here, one there, and so on. So I'm gonna show you a look at when they started. So this is how they were when they just came out. And they shoot up. You can see some of them end up in another section. Sometimes you pick them up, they're so small, and I can't see so good. So I have all 2 and 3 stuck together or whatever, and so on. So anyway, they're looking good. And I grow them inside these. I am growing them inside I start them downstairs, but I took them upstairs so they could get light from the window. And so every morning I put them in the window, but at night I turn on the light, the grow light on them, the multicolor grow light, until about, I don't know, when I'm ready to go to sleep, I turn it off. So you watch them, watch them in the window, and they grow. So they have 2 leaves till they have 4, and so on. So it's a process. And I use seeds from the year before. Each year I save seed, so the next year I'm selling. So the seeds I'm selling now on my Etsy store, it was last year's seed. I want them to be viable, and I want them to last, for them to come quickly. So I don't use the year before seed. I put those away for myself. So here, you see, now they have on 4 leaves, or actually actual leaves, because the other ones were just starting, you know, the little 2-leaf thing. You know, this in the corner right here is gungu. 6 months gungu from my friend Denise up here in Georgia. Thank you, Denise. She sent me some 6-month gungu and 6-month sorrel. So I planted them, and I have some larger ones than that. So here are the peppers, you know. This is another set. I don't put all of them in one time. I think I put some in the 26th of January, and I put some in the 28th of January. Sorry. I'm yawning. Sorry. Yeah, I put some in the 26th and I put some in the 28th. And look, you can see all of these in here was putting at the same time. The seeds were putting at the same time, but yet some are bigger than some. Don't know how that works. But I'm putting hydroponic liquid on them, as I mentioned in many of my other videos. Mix my hydroponic liquid, 3 different ones. I'll put a link down below to where I get my stuff. You know, I'll put a link to the packaging and whatever else, and also where I buy my hydroponic liquid on Amazon. So that's all I'm putting on them right now, and they're looking good. And this was done a few weeks ago, because I've been doing this video for a long time. So coming up, you're gonna see updated. So this is a better size. I took this a couple of days ago, and they're still bigger today. Every morning I look at them, they're bigger. So they're growing, they're coming up. So if I put more light on them, I think they'll grow faster. So I'm gonna try putting more light on them. And some days are so cloudy, so even though sun come through the window, some days there's no sun because it's cloudy. Anyway, look at this. So this is what's left of my banana tree. Remember my nice luscious looking banana tree? My greenhouse fell down, and this is what's left of it. How sad. I was so sad. Anyway, my gardener tells me that it's possible it's still spring, because I look at the bottom, it still look very green. But I'm going to cut off that little stump piece, that piece right there, that dry up looking, and see if down at the bottom will spring. The thing should have been bearing already. Don't know if I'm going to get anything out of it, but if I'm lucky, I might get some little shoots coming from the bottom. This is a picture that I took when it was outside, as you can see, if you remember, if you watch my videos from last year. And the day before it fell down, I took this picture inside of the greenhouse. You can see now most of the leaves are gone, and it had a little couple leaves, 1 or 2 leaves was up there still green. And I felt it would make it through the winter, but somehow it didn't. So anyway, I'm gonna do a video on that. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you.